Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Can anyone confirm? Okay then. So let us do a small recap. So yesterday the topic was about the access modifiers. So access modifiers on top of Java variables, right? So variable level access modifiers, and again, so for variable levels and for constructor level, for method level, you can use all the access modifiers: public, default, protected, and the private access modifier. Okay, only when it comes to class, you have only two options. They are, you can either use public. If you don't use anything, it will be treated as a default access modifier. So you cannot use protected and private for class levels. You cannot even think about it. Okay, but apart from class, for the remaining entities like methods, variables, and constructors, these access modifiers are applicable. So yesterday, so we have completed discussing about the variable level access modifiers. Today we will see the constructor level access modifier and also the difference between accessor method and the mutator method. Okay, so these are the very important methods to develop the real-time applications. So please stay focused. Okay, so let's get started. So same example I'm taking. I'm not going to change this example because our understanding is better with these packages. So let us keep same examples. So we will see about the behavior of constructors. Okay, about the behavior of access modifiers on top of Java constructors. Okay, so I have two packages, Ganesh package and the package by the name of Sweta. Okay, let me keep the same packages, and you can the main method has been placed inside the Sweta's package and again inside the class T. Okay, now we will discuss, now we will think about constructors, behavior of Java constructors with respect to access modifiers. Okay, so within the same package, I am placing a constructor in the class C. Can you help me with the constructor? If I want to place a constructor in the class C, what is the prototype? Can you help me with the structure of the constructor? So I want to keep this session interactive. That's why I'm asking you guys. Help me with the structure of the constructor. If I ever had to place a constructor in the class C, can you help me with the structure of the default constructor? Good, Chaitanya. So this is the default constructor. C, class name. Okay, so we know what is the constructor is, but we need to know the behavior of access modifiers on top of Java constructors. We know what is a constructor, but we have to know the behavior of access modifiers on top of constructors. Okay, if I keep this constructor as public, okay, so I am I wantedly placing the constructor with the public access modifier. So to ensure that this constructor is getting invoked, I want to keep a simple statement like system.out.println. Okay, it says ccon. Okay, now you must observe, you must notice two things here. This constructor has been this constructor has been placed inside class C. Okay, let us see if I am able to access this constructor from class D. Main method is placed in class D, so I am trying to create an object to access this constructor from class D. Okay, so inside the class D I want to access this constructor. Okay, so C obj equal to new C. Okay, the idea here is we can access, okay, when this constructor is called, the output is going to be what? ccon. Okay, so this is the idea, but on top of this idea we are testing the access modifiers. Firstly, let us check, let us see the behavior of public. Definitely public is going to work because the access modifier is very much open. You can access the constructor which is defined as a public from anywhere. No issues. Where is the proof? We will see the proof. Saving the code. Okay. I just did control plus yes. Let me show it for you. So this is the directory. Let me delete all this. If people who have missed extra days class, try to keep your focus here. Even extra days questions will be answered. Okay. Okay. So this is the directory. D inside the D drive Java 3. So now the directory is empty. The folder is empty. I want to save. Firstly, before compilation, I need to save the file. So I just clicked Control S, and again I just clicked Control S. You cannot see that because this is a keyboard operation. So you can see it here. The files has been saved successfully. Now I need to start compiling these files. Okay, there are two files, but these files are not ordinary Java files. This is a Java file, but on top of this file, okay, on top of the compilation, I am creating a package. So if I ever add to compile a file, compile a Java file which has to create a Java package, what is the command for that? Can you help me with the command? Anyone? Can you help me with the command for b.java? Good, good. Correct. Java C space hyphen D. Correct. Okay. So this is one of the commands. Java C space hyphen D space dot is representing the current directory space b dot java. Okay. So compilation is successful. How do we know that compilation is successful? If it is not successful, some error will be thrown in the console. Okay. Now the point number one, there are no errors. What is the point number two? What is the other way to check the compilation is successful? This is the other way. You will be able to see the .class files. See, Ganesh package was not there previously before compilation. Now you can, the package is visibly seen now. Inside this package, two .class files are placed. Why two .class files are placed? There are two classes in the Ganesh package. Okay. I'm just repeating this for the people who has missed some classes. Okay. Java C space hyphen D. So let us do the compilation for the other file, other Java file, d.java. Okay. So the cursor is blinking. It means compilation is successful. So you can able to see Sweta package and Ganesh package. Okay. So compilation is successful, and I need to load the Java file of what? I need to load the Java file which has main method. So this is the Java file. I mean, this is the class which has main method. So I need to load the D file. I mean d.class file. For that, what is the command? Java space. Okay. So this D class D is placed inside Sweta package. So in order to access this class directly, I cannot give D. Instead, I need to give Sweta.d. Okay. Sweta.d. Okay. So the conclusion is you can access public constructor within the same package from different class. Okay. If I keep it as protected, possible or not possible? Tell me. If I run this, is it possible or not possible? I want answers from you. You can either type yes or no. The typing is very simple, right? Type yes or no. Is it possible or not possible? If I try to do this, everyone answer. Parimi says not possible. What about others? Samikta says not possible. I want answers from everyone. I want to see your understanding. Not possible. Chaitanya, I'm expecting answer from you. What about others? Jyoti, everyone has to answer. Chaitanya, did you answer? Everyone are saying no. Okay, let me run this. Click on. Why not possible? Protected is possible in the same package, no? Why it is not possible? You forgot the yesterday flow chart, yesterday the diagrammatic, the table illustration. Did you forget that? So you people have to revise, or else the Java will not make any sense. It is possible within the same package is possible, no? It is not possible only from the different package. So here there are two classes. I am trying to access this protected from the same package itself. It is possible, no? Why you are saying not possible? No, default is also possible, no? Okay, let us confirm that. Default is also possible. Okay, the only one thing that is not going to be a possible thing is what? The private. You cannot access private from outside the class, even though it is in the same package. See, private access modifier, you cannot do that from outside a class, even though the constructor is being created in the same package. But for protected, for public, for default, within the same package it is possible, no? You forgot. Everyone who said no. Teja, Chaitanya, Parimi, Darshini, Madhu. Samyukta, she was not there yesterday, so Jyoti and Jyoti, yes, Shashwant was not there. You are getting this? People who said not possible. Yeah. Okay. Now see, within the same package, it is going to be possible except for the private access modifier. Okay. When I do like this, okay, the question is, let us move to the other package. So I want to access B class. So I'm creating object for B obj equal to new B. B obj equal to new B. Here I am defining a constructor. Okay. System dot out dot println. Okay. So here for the specificity I am placing an instruction bcon. Okay. If I don't keep anything, okay, first of all let's come from public. Okay, so let me show you this, let me give you a quick walkthrough. You're not supposed to ignore these topics, because in the real-time application, if you ever have to develop an application, these things are very, very important. Packages. Okay. Now focus here, guys. Okay, so I have literally I have two packages. Package is package 1 and this is package 2. Okay, first you need to observe if there is any connection between these two packages. Yes, there is a connection. So how does the connection is formed? Because of this import statement. When you see import statement, okay, the connection is getting made up. Okay, a connection is created because of this import statement. Okay, because of import Ganesh, it means this Ganesh package is now available to what? The Ganesh package and all the public classes from the Ganesh package is available to Shweta's package. Okay. Only the public classes from the Ganesh package is available to Shweta package because of this import keyword. Okay. Now you see an object is being created. Object is B object. Okay. So the B constructor will be checked in the current package. There is no B constructor in the current package, and it is of class B type. Okay. Class B is not defined in the current package, so it has to go through the Ganesh package and it has found the class B. Okay? And the the B constructor would be called beacon will be displayed in the console. Why beacon will be displayed in the console? The access is granted. Why access is granted? Because of the specificity. What is that specificity? Access modifier is public. No issues at all. If you run this code, the answer is very clear. Okay, let me run this for you. Every time you need to save and you need to do the compilation and you need to perform the execution. So beacon access is granted. Okay. The moment I remove this public, it will be treated as default. Okay, when there is no access modifier, the compiler is going to consider this constructor as a default access modifier. Okay. So now do you think the access will be granted or access will be denied? Do you think we get beacon as an output or a compilation error? Now answer this to me. Okay, the change that I did is I have just removed public here. The public has been removed here. Okay, if the public keyword has been removed, the compiler on compilation, this will be treated as default. Do you think that we get access for default categories from a different package? Yes, no? Compilation error or beacon is output? What is it? Beacon is output. Everyone answer. Let's see. Sir, answer just typing beacon, how long it is going to take, or just typing compilation error. Beacon is output. Okay, let me run this. I am saving this. I am also saving this. You don't see that because I am doing it from the keyboard. Okay. Java C space d.java, Java C space b.java. Compilation is successfully, it is completed. Java space what? One minute, guys. It's my mistake. I did not save this properly. 1 minute. B.java and B.java class A, public class B, P constructor, class C, public class C, okay, P constructor, so now who has said yes, you people did not revise. It is very clear that P is not public. So I was stressing yesterday. What I was telling yesterday? If it is default, default can be accessed only from the current package, not from the alien package or a different package. Okay, if you consider this, we can access only public. Default you cannot access. Private you cannot access. Protected you can access, but there should be a condition for protected. What is the condition? You need to create a child class. Okay, if this is extending to B, okay, if this class is extended to B, the object needs to be created for the child class. See, this only this case you are able to access this. Apart from this case, for all the access modifiers, the access will not be granted except for public. If it is in a different package. You're getting this? Speak or no? Everyone? Why you people are not answering? Yesterday I took almost 45 minutes of time to discuss this. No. Okay, no one is going to teach you like this outside. No one is going to give importance for the access modifiers or the things like this, the control flow. If you're not doing any practice, there is no use of teaching, and there is no use of wasting 1 hour of time every day. Okay, so try to revise the yesterday's topic, you will get it. You should not see, this is not a mathematical talk, very simple. These are the very simple instructions that you need to focus. Okay, you are not following, or you are not practicing. That's the thing you need to focus on. Okay, let it be. I think I don't have the table to show you once again because it was deleted yesterday. Okay, well, let it be. Uh, Go back and see the yesterday's videos and look at the table. The same table is applicable for variables, it is applicable for constructors, it is applicable for Java methods. Okay, revise that and you will be able to get this access modifiers concept. Okay, now we will look into the new topic. The new topic is the accessor method or mutator methods. What is it? Accessor method and mutator method. Okay, now we focus here. Whenever a variable is declared as a private, not only variable, any entity. Okay, it can be variable, it can be a method, or it can be a constructor. Whenever they are declared as private, you can access them within the same class because of the security reasons. You can do what? You can access these entities within the same class. Outside the class, you cannot access this. Why you cannot access this? Because the access modifier private says that, okay, if you are part of the current class, we will grant access. But if you are not part of the current class, okay, will not grant access because of the security reasons. Okay, so in order to achieve access, in order to ensure that the access is granted, we use what? We use accessor method and mutator method. What does it mean, sir? Accessor method. What does it mean to be a mutator method? We'll understand that. Okay, stay focused here. To understand this, for us only one package is enough. Okay, let me consider the Sveta package today. Okay, in this Sveta package, I have two classes. Class C I have. Let me remove this extends keyword. Class D I have. Okay, let us say, let me take one variable, integer balance equal to 1000. Okay, this is a default variable since it is a kind of a secured information. Okay, I need to grant access. I need to ensure that this variable, this information is completely secured within the same class. Within the same class, this information is completely secured, and this information cannot be passed or cannot be accessed from outside the class. Okay, in order to do that, I can do one thing. I can ensure that this variable is getting an access modifier as private. If I do this, I cannot access this variable outside the class. What I would get if I try to access this variable? I will get an error. See, obj equal to new C, object has been created. Okay, system dot out dot println. Okay, I'm trying to access the variable balance, obj dot balance. Okay, now what I'm doing, I have a variable which is in class C. It is a secured variable. Secured variable. From class C, I'm trying to access. If I try to access it from the class C, no issues. I will not face any issues. For example, let us assume that if this variable is part of class T, no issues. I will not face any issues because private is a variable of class T. If I try to access by creating an object for class T, no issues. Within the same class, I can do access. But the problem is this variable is placed in a different class. That is secured variable. Okay, but try to access, compiler is going to do what? It is going to shout at us. Okay, see, balance has private access in C. Error, it is shouting at us. This private, I cannot give you the access. Okay, but I want access. Okay, so I have another information. Okay, my concern is that I need to get access, but to the right person. I need to give access to the right person. For example, if this is my account balance, what is my name? My name is what? My name is Balaji, right? My name is Balaji, right? So this balance belongs to Balaji. Okay, so let me create void a method void. Focus here. Void show balance. Okay, I'm creating a method like void show balance. This method is going to do a conditional check. Okay, so for that I'm accepting a parameter string person. Okay, if person equal to Balaji, the person equal to Balaji. Okay, what I'm doing here, create the object. Okay, system dot out dot println. Okay, obj dot balance. Okay, if the person equal to Balaji, balance will be displayed in the console. Okay, else if the person is not Balaji, okay, I should get a message like access denied. Okay. So we are trying to do some manipulations to get information from the private variable. Directly we are not able to access. So I have chosen an indirect path. This is an indirect path. Why it is an indirect path? So I have created a new method here. So this is a method. The name of the method is show balance method. This method is accepting an argument here. Okay. Inside this method, it is doing a conditional check. If the person equal to Balaji, if the right person is trying to access this private variable, give access or else deny access. Okay, how does it look when you try to run this? Okay, let us do that analysis. Okay, what I'm doing is obj dot show balance. So this is the method show balance method. I will show this to you in the diagrammatic representation. What I'm doing is, instead of accessing the variable, I'm accessing the method now. Instead of accessing the variable is balance. I cannot access that from outside class. So I have taken this approach. I'm trying to access the method, but this is an ordinary method, default method. It's a default method, no issues. Default method, no issues. This method has information about this variable. Indirectly, if you access this method is going to give the information about what? This variable. Directly, I am not able to access, but indirectly, I am able to access by using a method. A kind of manipulation, but this is not a manipulation. I am also performing a conditional check. I am not giving this information to everybody. Only to the authorized person I am giving this information. When you do this, okay, this kind of check, when you do this, it is called as what? When you create a method like this, these methods are called as what? Accessor method. Accessing information, accessing private information. You use what? You use accessor methods to access a private information. To change any private information, you use mutator method. I hope you are able to get acquainted with this terminologies. Okay, so let us run this for the better understanding. I hope you will not get any error. So since the program has been okay, so now see nothing. It's a small error. Show balance is a method that is accepting an argument, string argument. So I need to pass a value like Balaji. Okay, so now let me run this. Sorry about this. Hope you're able to see my command prompt. No? You want me to increase the size? Is it clear? My command prompt, everyone? Clear, no? My command prompt? Okay, okay. balance has been displayed in the console. Now you might be thinking the variable is private. How can the Java program is trying to give an information of a private variable? That question could be triggering up in your mind. But the answer here is very simple. Directly access will be denied, but indirectly access will be granted. But the good programming practice, we have to talk about the programming practice. What kind of programming practice you are using here? We are able to do some malfunction or manipulation, but we are making a conditional check. Look at this. This is the code, right? So this is the code. Now see what is happening. An object has been created for class C. Why the object is created for class C? I want to access the variable, private variable that is placed inside the class C. The private variable, very secured variable. Okay, if I try to access this directly, it is giving me an error. Okay, it is saying directly that I cannot see that information. Okay, for that what I am doing, I have created a method. I am calling a method show balance method. Okay, this show balance method, I am passing an argument here. What argument I am passing here? Okay, when this method is called, show balance is called. Okay, the data Balaji is the data. I am passing the person name for the authorization purpose. Okay, the control will be transferred to the respective method. Okay, show balance method. Okay, it is pointing here. Okay, this value will be what? This value will be caught by the respective string. Okay, person. Now this person is going to save the person variable is going to save the value Balaji. Okay, after this we are doing a conditional check. What? Balaji double equal to Balaji. Okay, it is going to be true. Okay, right person. So access will be granted to the if block. In the if block, object is created. Inside the if block, okay, the control is pointing to a statement. What statement is pointing towards? Display the obj.balance. Okay, this is going to give the balance information, right? Same class. This is going to give the balance information. This 1000 will be displayed in the console. Yes or no? This 1000 is going to get displayed in the console. Okay, then the control has to do some other thing. Okay, after displaying this, it is going to skip the else block. There is no instructions to be displayed in the show balance method. It's going to come back to the same place. Okay, and thread will be terminated. I am able to get access directly or indirectly. Indirectly, I am able to get access. If you are trying to get access indirectly, and if you use a particular method for that, okay, those methods are called as what? Accessor methods. Accessor methods. Okay, now what you can say that the security can be compromised or the data can be breached here. There is no data breaching here. You are ensuring a conditional check here. Okay, if apart from Balaji, if any other person is trying to get access, for example, if Madhu is trying to get access from the main method, Madhu is trying to get access from the main method. Okay, let me run this. What is going to happen? Access denied. Because conditional check is failed. If condition is going to be failed. Because Madhu can't be equal to Balaji. So if condition will be failed. Okay, else block will be executed. The information is protected from the different person. Making sense? Yes, no? Everyone, are you getting this? Okay, you may get a question like in the interview. Okay, the purpose of private access modifier is to ensure that the entity is protected within the same class. Okay, but is there a way that I can access to those entities from a different class? Yes, you can access those entities or you can access those variables by using accessor methods. Access those variables by using what? Accessor methods. Now I hope you got some some intuition about accessor method. Okay, so let me give you some theory about accessor method. The theory says, now focus here, accessor methods also known as getter methods. I will tell you why it is called as a getter methods. Okay. and are the methods that allows you to get information or get access to the private variables. Yes or no? Private instance variables. Okay, now the second question is, when you say accessor method, it means you are able to do what? You are able to read the information. Okay, so did I do any changes here? I did not do any changes. Values are just read, right? Directly I have just read the values, right? So I can say that these methods provide read only access to the variables, or I can say that private instance variables. Okay, the method needs to be designed in such a way that you are giving only the read only access. Okay, you cannot allow any kind of modification. So for example, if I go back to this example, okay, so here just a read information, right? It's just a read information. I cannot do like this. I cannot increase my balance here. Okay, it would no, this kind of programming practice, okay, it cannot be, this method cannot be defined as an accessor method. Only the a pure accessor method can be what? You can give only read only information. Okay, we'll try to access this method, only the information needs to be displayed, not the manipulation. Okay, that's what it says. Okay? Only we are displaying the information. That's why I said read only access to the private instance variables. Okay, last, here is the important point. Please be informed that by using accessor methods, you can ensure that the object state is not modified or maliciously changed. Any malpractice. Okay, so these are the rules that you need to follow when you are placing an accessor method. Okay? Okay, so this is not the complete information about accessor method. So these are the rules that you need to follow. These methods are used to give only the read only access information from the variable. Okay? Now another method is there, mutator methods. Okay? So mutator method, the simply ideally the mutator method says you can do modification for the read only accessor method. If you are trying to perform any kind of modification here, you're trying to set a new balance here. This kind of practice. Okay, my actual balance is 1000. Okay, so I'm trying to access this variable, at the same time I'm doing what? I'm performing some changes. Okay, let's see what is happening. What is output? Can you guess the output? Everyone, what would be the output if I run this code? Very simple question, no? Error. No, no, just think about the control flow and tell me. Okay, why error? Balaji is going to be Balaji. This balance is being updated. What is a specific error? Any idea? Any other answers? Specific error. Okay, let me run this. 2000. Why we get error? Why we get error? We can do modification for a private variable. If you are able to do a modification, this concept will come under the mutator methods. Okay, if you just do the read only, this concept is called as accessor method. Now, by looking at this, okay, when you have defined a method which is able to modify the private variable or the secured variable, you have to define this method as a mutator method. Now it has become a mutator method. If you remove this, it is a accessor method. Only accessing. Any modifications if I do? Mutation, changing, the value is getting changed. Okay, the private variable is getting changed, the secure variable is getting changed, not directly, indirectly it is getting changed. Okay, that mutation now this method can be defined as a mutator method. Are you getting this, everyone? No, mother, we can do modifications. If you are able to access, it means modification is also allowed, right? Only at one case we cannot do modification, when the variable is declared as final. When the variable is declared as final, we cannot do modifications. That we will discuss in the future topics. Okay, so directly I cannot perform any modification. That's what the point here is. Directly I cannot access this to do modifications or to do at least to access or to modification. I cannot do that. Indirectly, by using a method, if I try to access, that is called as accessor method. Okay, by using a method, if I try to modify, it is called as what? Mutator methods. Have you got the definition of accessor method and mutator methods now, everyone? Madhu? Sweta is not here. Okay. Samyukta, Jyoti, yes. The package is about Sweta is absent today. Darshini, Chaitanya, Teja, Shashwant. Good answers from everyone. Keep the session interactive. What? Okay. By definition, we are good with the definition. Okay. So now if you read this, you will able to understand. Okay. Simply you cannot just by heart this, right? So if you read this, you should be getting what is happening behind the scenes. So the answer here is, okay, mutator methods are also known as setter methods. Here there is a getter, here there is a setter. What does it mean? I will tell you. Okay. So here it is accessor method is giving you the information, getting the information, okay, and they are the methods that allows you to modify the information. Modify the data or get or modify the data, I can say modify the data to the private instant variables. Very simple, no? Private object, to modify the data, you have to use a method indirectly. When you use that method indirectly, they are called as what? So let us do this one. Let us convert this point with respect to mutator method. Same point I am taking here. Read access. If you give read access, you need to follow the access method. If you want to give write access, only write access. Any changes, okay, this is called as mutator methods. Okay. So please be informed that, okay, using mutator methods, you can ensure that the object state is modified. Previously it was not modified, it is modified in a controlled manner. So what does it mean, a controlled manner? Sir, if you are increasing a balance, it means it is going to be a loss to the bank, right? Okay, if the balance is being changed in this way, if the balance is modified in this way, there will be losses to the bank. Consistency will not be maintained, okay, and the bank is going to get bankrupt. What is the point of doing the modification? Modification in the controlled manner. What does it mean? Okay, if I try to add some balance, I will do some other conditional checks. Okay, here I will place another conditional checks. Okay, I will place a method like deposit. Inside this, I will place a method like deposit. Okay, if the amount is deposited, then add the balance, add the deposited amount to the current balance. That conditional check I will place. Right. So for now, I have just directly added, and again I will place an if condition here, and I will place another conditional check. As looks like I have deposited some balance. That deposited amount will be added to the private instance variables. That is called what? That is what it means when I say modify in a controlled manner or a legal manner. Okay. So this is a kind of this example is a kind of information only to understand this definition. Okay. But in reality, you need to follow some naming convention. You need to follow what? Some naming convention. Okay. Let us go back to this program. Let me remove all this. We will take only one class. One class is enough for this. Okay. I'm removing all this. Okay. So name of the class is T. So let me delete all the files for the better observation. Okay. Instead of for D, I am choosing the file name as person. Okay. I have chosen the file name as person. The person, when I say person is going to have a name. Okay. And he is going to have what? Age. This information needs to be printed in the Aadhaar card. The Aadhaar card is a confidential information. You cannot disclose this information to every person, right? The information will be disclosed only on demand. On demand is what? So when you are looking for any college admissions, you need to disclose your information. When you're looking for, when you are booking a ticket, train ticket, you need to disclose this information. On demand, this information needs to be disclosed, but not at every case. For the confidential information, only on demand you will disclose this information. So I want to protect this information, right? Private. Okay. I have a person class. Now focus here. I have a person class. I have just done the declaration. Variable has been declared. That's it. Variable has been declared. Okay. So we know that already. To initialize these variables, what we usually do? Answer me. You forgot. Yes, Parimi. That is what we are discussing. Now answer my question, everyone. Usually, what we do to initialize the instance variables in a respective class? What concept we use? Answer me, everyone. To initialize Madhu, answer. Samikta, Jyoti and Jyoti, yes. Constructors. We use constructors. Yes or no? Constructors are required to initialize instance variables. Right? Now I am not going to use constructors. I want to do the initialization, or I want to access this variable in a different way. Okay? Just assume that we do not have the concept of constructors, but still I want to perform initialization as well as what? Initialization and the accessing, reading. Okay. So I need to use what? Getters and setters. So what is this getters and setters? Again the question arises because new word, getters and setters. So again, what is getters and setters? So you can use constructors to initialize these variables. Okay. At the same time, if you do not want to use constructors, you can use setters to initialize these variables. How is that even possible, sir? How is that even possible? A setter says, now go back to the theory. Mutator methods are also known as setter methods. I need to create a method that is going to set values for this instance variable. I need to create what? I need to create a method. It is going to set values for what? These instance variables. How is that possible? For that, we need to follow some rules. What are the rules? We need to follow some naming conventions. Okay, let me give you the theory. Stay focused here. Very, very important for developing any application. This will act like a data carrier. Okay, stay focused. Naming conventions. You get locked out of this meeting lobby, please rejoin. Don't assume that the classes are over. I want everyone to rejoin. Okay, naming conventions must be followed for accessor and mutator methods. Okay, so accessor method should be named starting with get. Okay. First rule, when you are dealing with accessor method, previously I have written the accessor method just like that for the demonstration purpose. Okay, now we need to follow some rules to define an accessor method. What is the rule? First rule says accessor method should be named starting with get. Why get? Okay, what is the purpose of accessor method? Go back here. Read only information. Read only is also called as getting the information. That's why we use get for the naming convention, and that's why they are also called as getters. Okay, here I said, see, I said they are also called as getter methods. Why they are also called as getter methods? We do only read only information. We are trying to read the private variable information. Read only means getting the information, getting the secured information. That's why we need to follow a naming convention. The method name should always start with what? Get, because they are called as getters. Okay, since it is a naming convention. Okay, and followed by the name of the variable with the first letter capitalized. So we are just talking about the methods. Now you see, now you just read this. Okay, now let us try to see some examples here. Okay, example 1, if I have a variable like integer, private integer money equal to just money. If I have a variable like this, a declared variable like this, if I want to convert this variable with if I want to create an accessor method for this variable, okay, follow this rule. What it says, it should start with get, right? I'm doing the same thing, get. Okay, followed by the name of the variable. What is the name of the variable? Money. But first letter should be capitalized. Money, everything is in lowercase. Ensure that first letter is capitalized. So it should be what? Money. That's it. Method name is created. Okay, now you tell me. If I have a method like this, private string name. Okay, now you define the method, define the accessor method for this. Everyone. Yes. Get name. Good. Everyone getting this? People who are not answering, Sashwant, Jyoti, yes, Jyotiyan, Samyukta, Darshini. Everyone getting this? I want answers from you. Another example. Same example. So name, first thing is what? Get, right? Get. And again the rule says followed by the name of the variable with first letter capitalized. So name is a variable. This is the name itself is a variable name. The first letter of the change the first letter of the name to a capital letter, to the uppercase letter. This is how the method should look like. Get name. Since we are using get everywhere, that's why this is also called as what? Getters. Now you give me the answer for this. Private float price. Okay, answer me. Everyone has to answer. Private float price. Create a getter method for this. Follow the naming convention and help me with this. Why taking a lot of time, guys? Is it an internet issue or what? Good, get price. Good. Yes, good, get price. Correct. Very simple. Okay, get price. Good. Okay. Now the rule number two is focus here. Okay, the return type of the method. What I'm saying, the return type. So this is a private variable. Focus, everyone. Focus here. This is the private variable. Two private variables I have. The return type of the method should be same as the private variable. Same as the variable type. Okay, my voice is clear, everyone. Screen is visible. Good. Sorry about this. So the Teams is restricted to 1 hour. That's why every time it is getting. Okay, now let us focus here. One person is missing, two persons are missing. Escape. Great escape. Okay, let's. I'm sorry, one person has joined. Okay. See here, the rule 2 says. I'm sorry, everyone joined. Rule 2 says the return type. Return type of the method should be same as the data type of the variable. Okay, so this is the variable data type, right? Integer is a variable data type. Keep that here, integer. So use the same data type and return the same data type. Return what? Now we need to focus here. Return integer. You cannot keep int here. You should keep the variable name here, right? You should keep what? You should keep the direct variable name. What is the variable name? Money. Money. Okay. For this, return type is data type is what? String, right? String should be the return type. And you need to return what? The variable name. What is the variable name? Name itself, right? Right? Complete method. So still it is incomplete. The rule number 3. Now we will try to understand the rule number 3. Rule number 3 says all the getters. Okay. Instead of using getters, okay, the accessor method must have public as the access modifier. Okay, the accessor methods must have public as the access modifier. So keep public everywhere. Public. Okay, that's it. These are the examples. Remove this. Reading this, we have created the complete accessor method. These are the rules that they need to follow to create the access. Look at the method. The method is very simple and crispy, clear, concise, not crispy. So when you invoke this method, it is going to return a value. When you invoke this method, it is going to return an actual value. That is why this is called as what? Getters. This is called as getters because when these methods are invoked, it would return a value. Do you know why it is called as getters? This is why it is called as getter. When you invoke this method, it is going to return a value. When you invoke this method, it is also going to return a value. Okay. Now this is the full-fledged accessor method. This is how the accessor method looks like with some rules. These are the 3 rules. Previously, we have seen the definition of the accessor method. Okay, this is the actual accessor method. You need to follow these 3 rules. Okay, now you people create a method, create a complete full-fledged accessor method for this variable. Private double, okay, private double petrol. Everyone come, full-fledged accessor method I want from you guys. Keep a notepad open next to you, you will get this. Follow these 3 rules, you will get this. Very simple, no? Petrol, get petrol. No, full-fledged. It should include public also. Good, Chaitanya. Anyhow, good for me. Do you agree with these 2 guys? For me as missed the return keyword. You are getting this. I just want an interaction from you. That's why. I know you people know this, okay, but I want the interaction from you. You are getting this, everyone? I don't know, sir. Just want to revise the previous videos as well. Last 2 videos, you will get this. You missed 3 classes, no? That's why you're not getting this. Okay, it is very easy. No need to. Yeah, you will definitely get this. If you're not getting this, you can contact me. I will help you. Okay, now you see, so we have done with the accessor methods. Now this is a naming convention. Now mutator methods. Okay, let us go back here. This is our class. So we are talking about getters and setters. Okay, so we have 2 variables, a string name, integer age. Okay, I will create getters now. Now it is very easy to create getters, right? For this variable, the getter is what? Get name. Okay, and it should be public. Data type is what? String type. So should be string. Okay, return what? Return the name itself. One getter is completed. You have completed getter for this. You need to complete another getter or accessor method for this age. For this, public, this is the name of the variable age itself, right? So get capital letter A followed by age. Okay, return age. Okay, it is of integer type, so integer. Every getter should be public. So getters are completed. So we have created 2 getters. Now we need to work on setters. How do we create setters? Shall we proceed, everyone? Are we good? Yes, no? Okay, now you focus here. Okay, now setter says set is modifying the values, right? That is what? Modifying the values. Setters. These getters. Okay. Even for the setters, you need to follow 3 rules. Okay. Same thing I am taking. Accessor method starting should be get, okay, but for mutator methods, mutator methods should be what? Should be starting with set. Should be starting with what? Set. Instead of get, it should be set. Followed by the name of the variable name with the first letter capitalized. First rule is completed. Second rule. Okay, let us do this. So we have two variables here. What are they? These are the two variables. We have already created getters. Now we are dealing with the setters. The two variables. Variable 1 and the variable 2. Okay, so it should follow with what? Set. Having said this, let us apply the same rule. Set followed by name. Okay. A simple what we call it as method signature has been created. So set name created, and the access modifier should always be what? Public. Public. But you must understand one thing. For the setters, the return type should always be void. Okay. The second point, second rule number 2, the return type of the method should always be what? Void. I will take class for 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. We will wind up. Okay. We will complete this. Okay. So that's why I've created void. Okay. So we are doing what? We are setting a variable. We are setting a variable by using a method. So previously, do you remember I was passing the person name Balaji? I was passing. Okay. I need to pass the same variable here. Okay. So this is string name. So I will be passing I will copy this and I will paste it there. In the parameter, I am going to pass the same variable name with the same data type. Okay. Inside this variable that I am storing here, that I am accessing here, has to be transferred to the instance variables. For that, I will be using this dot name equal to name. For now, just understand that you have to use this dot variable name, same variable name, equal to assign this value to this variable name. Okay, if it is name, keep names. If it is age, keep ages. If it is some other thing, keep that some other thing. This three should be same. Okay, now let us create for this by following this approach. Private integer age. Okay, should start with set. First letter should be capitalized. Okay, so method signature is created, and it should always be public. Okay, and return type should always be void. Okay, in this parameter, just copy this and paste it here. Okay, so age is going to be what? This dot age equal to age. That's it. So this third is, second point is, and the parameter should be passed is same as the variable data type name. Third point, transfer the values to the class level variables. We are setting the values. That's why, since we are setting up the values, we call it as setters. Okay, we are dealing with private variables. That's why we need getters and setters. So this is why the mutator method is also called as setters. We are setting the values. Okay, so having said this, let me remove this. Let me copy. Okay, setters has been created. Okay, so setters. So if I have two variables, I will be having two getters and two setters. If I have four variables, I will be having 4 getters and 4 setters. If I have 6 variables, I will be having 6 setters and 6 getters. Totally, if I have n number of variables, I will be having n into 2 number of methods. Do you agree with me? two number of methods. It can be accessor method and mutator combinedly. Do you agree with that? Yes, no? See, we have a class now. Okay. Now we have a class. We have two private variables. For these private variables, I have created accessor methods and mutator methods. They are called as getters and setters. So these are called as getters. These are called as setters. Getters are going to give the values. Setters are going to set the values. Okay. So this process is called as what? The encapsulation. This process is called as what? Process is called as encapsulation. You will not get this kind of explanation in from anywhere. I guarantee you that no one is going to teach you like this. You will not get this much of explanation from anywhere. Okay, let us keep it till here. Tomorrow we will complete this encapsulation and this setters and getters method. After that, the new topic, okay, var-args method. Var-args method. Then static content, then instance content, okay, then inheritance, then polymorphism, then oops concept will be over. Any questions for me?